Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Someday Podcast. Episode 10! We made it, everybody. We made it. It's episode 10. We're getting close to episode 11. Now, here's the thing. I don't know who we're going to have on the next podcast episode. That remains a mystery. But yeah, let's just say it's a very good moment what's happening right now, guys. Making it to 10 episodes again. Congrats on me, I guess, and congrats on everybody else who was here. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys all for watching and whatnot and tuning into all this. So yeah, thank you. Anyways, enough rambling about that. This is a special episode because I want to introduce to you mod creator and whatever else and Makima lover Strawberries. Hello, Strawberries. Introduce yourself. Unless I just introduced you, then. Oh, god damn it! Damn it, man! I fucked up then. Okay, well, that's
I mean,
okay.
a Makima lover, that's a bit too far. I mean, I like her, but,
Which one are you,
Ayuta,
which one are you most, like, what's a character you mostly love?
like, from Chainsaw Man, or...
No, just from anything. I have a
Oh,
feeling I know what you're gonna
my
say.
gosh, there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's
I have a feeling.
Makima. What? Zoro?
I was gonna say Osaka,
Oh,
but
oh, Osaka. Oh, don't you... Osaka is such a good
I
character.
know,
She's like...
dude. I know. I need to watch that anime, by the way. I need to, and I
Yeah, you
haven't.
do need to watch.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, it's... I like it because it's like... It has stereotypical stuff in it from anime, but it's like not like blatant, Like it was like it's very chill, I guess. It's a very chill anime. There's nothing like fan servicey in it. Like I mean there is moments, but it's not lots of moments of it.
Yeah,
Like chest shots and all that stuff. That's not really huge in that anime. Not really. It, it's more so about characters having their own stereotypes and how they deal with it and whatnot.
I see.
Like,
Well,
yeah,
I need to get into it. I need because Noel
yeah, it's
recommended
not
me
that
it.
long. Yeah,
How long are the
it's
episodes?
22 minutes basically. But the
That's
thing, I
not
think
bad.
some episodes, it's like you ever watch a show where it has like one half of the show is like one story, and then it's like another half on another story on the other half of the episode. I think some
I
episodes
I
like
think
that.
so. I want to say I have, but then again, I'm like I don't know. Maybe I have. I'm not sure though.
Steven Universe was like that for some episodes.
Oh, yeah.
I
Then I have because I've watched a few episodes of Steven Universe. Good show, by the way.
Oh yeah, I watched it all. I remember watching it when it came.
Dude,
It's been a
I
while since I've seen it.
I watched. Have you seen the? I wouldn't call it the reboot. The other one, not the new one, but it's the other show that came after it. Like, it was like Steven Universe: The Future, or whatever.
Oh yeah, with what was her name? Janelle or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
remember the name.
Have
Yeah,
you
I've
seen
seen
that?
that. Yeah, I literally watched all of it. I watched all of it.
Wow. Are you a fan? Steven Universe
I
by chance?
I mean, I was, but I guess it's not something I really think about anymore because that was like 7 years ago or 6 years
Wow.
ago. I don't remember.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't remember when it ended. Like, was it 2016 or something or 2018? I
I
don't
want to
remember.
say 20. I want to say 2017, but I'm not sure. It could be. It could have been shorter. It could have been way before that. I have no clue. But
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while. It's been out for a while.
dude, it's been out for so long, and the fact that I think what they cooked up something good with that show. Very good, I will say. I remember watching the a lot of the earlier seasons. I kind of stopped watching, like, after all I don't know how to say it. I started watching a little bit like after all the after all the gem stuff and whatnot. I just remember I forgot the name of that one gem. It was the green one. I forgot her name, but I
Peridot?
started yeah,
Peridot?
I stopped watching after that because I was like, "Oh my God, all this gem stuff is getting too confusing." And I was mainly focused on the plot of Steven, Pearl, Amethyst, and Garnet.
Well, that's funny because my favorite part was when it got more complicated. Like I thought the very beginning was kind of like it kind of dragged a bit. I don't know.
You think so?
It got more interesting. Yeah, I thought it got more interesting when it had like all this more world building stuff happening. When it started exploring their past and whatnot, like the kindergarten and finding more about rose quartz and stuff. Yeah, that was more interesting. I like that.
Mm, nice. I need a. I guess I just wasn't a big fan of all the Well, I wouldn't say big fan. I guess I just wasn't really into all the stuff about that. I think that's just a me thing. No.
Probably.
Anyways, so a little off tangent there, but it's okay because that was a good few answers even though and whatnot. But let's get into the real answers or the main answers. I don't know, whatever you like to call it. So first of all, how'd you come up with the name Strawberries?
Well, well, that's all right. So it was a nickname given to me by my grandfather, I think. I'm
Hmm.
basic. All right. So when I started, like, I was like 6, and I don't know if you always like when I say dress yourself, I mean like pick out clothing to wear. But when I was 6, I basically picked out my own outfit, and it happened to have strawberries on everything. And so I was given the nickname Strawberries ever since.
Wow.
And it was a coincidence. I didn't like plan to have strawberries, but because before then, my mom would pick out clothing to wear. I mean, if you're a child, you don't always like pick out correct stuff. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
and yeah, it was a personal nickname, and I don't know if I really should talk about it, but like 2 years ago, I got I basically rebranded myself online, and I just was like, what name should I use? And I just decided to pick strawberries. It was like kind of temporary, but then I kind of started to embrace it more, and now it's like that's what I go by, strawberries. Strawberries and
Full
cream, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full name Strawberries and Cream. Do people just call you Strawberries or do they call you by the full nickname Strawberries and Cream?
Mostly berries and strawberries. That's usually what they call me. I go by another
Interesting.
name. I'm sure you see it on my display name on Discord. I go by October sometimes because at the
October?
same time that was another name. Yeah, that was another name I was fluctuating with using.
Mm.
So yeah,
Why October?
yeah. Wait, why?
Yeah, why October out of everything?
Well, it's actually my actual first name.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, but I don't go by it. Like personally, I don't go by that name. It was always difficult for me to say when I was younger. So, and it also didn't sound. I don't know. I didn't like how it sounded, so I would go by a different name.
That's fair.
But I kind of embrace it more. Like I don't. I'm just so detached from it. I don't see it as my actual name. And like if someone yelled October, I wouldn't immediately think they're talking about me.
That's fair.
But
When I think of October, I just think
yeah,
of the fucking month.
I mean, literally, I that's all I would think about. It just didn't feel like a name to me. And apparently, it
Yeah.
is a name. It is an actual name that's given to primarily women. I was
What?
expecting it. Yeah, it is apparently primarily a female name, and I was like, I thought it was like super neutral. But yeah, I learned something every day, I guess.
Interesting. I see. Um,
Yeah.
what? made you want to join the Discord server?
Um, so I was invited by a member here who's no longer here anymore. Um, you actually know that person, maybe. Remember Donkers?
Oh, Donkers. I remember him.
Yeah, he was in another. I met him in another server. D-Man was in that server, and Donkers was here first. I don't remember when he joined Taters, but he eventually invited me, and I joined. But I was probably going to join anyways because D-Man and Toka, I was also friends with them, and they were in that other server. So I probably would have joined because of them.
It was only a matter of time till you joined or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah, basically.
Um, do you think things might have been any different if you didn't join the server? Now, because here's the thing. You said you were in a previous server. Are you still in that
Yeah,
server?
yeah. Well, yeah, I'm still there, but they're not
Okay.
as active. Um, they pretty much play in the weekends, and I
Um,
haven't played with them last night or maybe tonight because I was asleep, literally. So they just aren't, they're not as active frequently. It's
mm,
like they're all busy because they all have lives, and yeah, that's kind of what's happening with that server.
damn,
And I
that
was going
sucks.
through a lot last year, and I found this server more reliable in a sense of like distracting me from that because there's always stuff going on,
Yeah, that makes sense.
like hosting in the middle of the week and not just the end. People actually chatting frequently.
When you're surrounded with like a bunch of people and whatnot that are I don't know what's the right word to use for it, but when you're surrounded with like a bunch of your friends and whatnot, and the thing was that Bugs hosted like almost every time, which was the cool part,
Yeah,
and you would see basically almost every person you knew on in the server basically always join, and that was like the cool part of it because they'd be there and whatnot, and then you'd always get to have fun and whatnot, and then usually the host would go on for like hours. Like I think like at least three, 3 or 2 hours, which was the good part too, and whatnot.
yeah, like the other server, they would host much later, like around 12 a.m. to 1, and they would play to like 5 or something. But it was just more consistent in Taters, so I found myself gravitating more time towards Taters, which is kind of how it is now. I mean, right now they're not really active, so it just shows that why I guess favored and slowly gravitated towards this server.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'd say so.
do you think things might have been any different if you didn't join Taters?
Yeah, I'd actually say for sure. I probably would be less active online because I don't know, I was just kind of like not really doing anything with people that much. Uh, with problems happening in my personal life, uh, I probably would have been finding myself doing other things, not being in the server or playing games and hanging out with people in the server. I definitely would have been doing something else. Not sure what though,
It's
because that didn't happen.
fair as fair point. I think I've said this before. Everyone um everyone would have been like doing their I don't know, it's interesting to see about how many things would have happened or how much everything would have changed if you know the server taters just didn't come into fruition or was just inactive every time. Because I think what's crazy is also the fact that a lot of people rely on the server, including me. Or a few, or I guess a few people do. Not everybody will rely on the server. Me personally, I do. I think it's a good, because when I'm bored and when I'm not doing anything, usually I'm not doing anything now because I'm like just working on mods. But whenever I'm not doing that, I'm always like, oh, gotta go to Taters because if I'm bored and maybe I want to play a game, it's like, yeah. I can rely on Taters because Taters will probably be there and whatnot. Or if not, then I can just
Yeah.
host and whatnot. So yeah, that's basically it.
Oh yeah, it that's kind of where I'm at. Like it's like I know they're always gonna be here, so it's like I feel I guess secure. I guess I feel like okay, if I'm bored, I know that I can always just bug someone here and do something. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. So, getting into more of because I know you're a mod or a modder. Um, what's
Yeah,
it like?
I guess you could say that.
What's it like making a mod?
Um, well, it depends. It's like to me, it's something. It's like like a project you can kind of feel proud of, but it's also something you just like relaxing kind of. I mean, just focusing on something, and it's sort of like when you draw, I guess, but I'm making a mod.
Yeah,
But I'm kind of way too much of a perfectionist to where if I see one thing wrong, I'm not gonna upload it. Like the problem I was having with the Lethal Company survivors was like a small problem with the hand where it looked kind of wonky, and I was like, I can't upload that. I need it to be as close to perfect as possible. So it's like just something I can feel proud of and look back on and just enjoy doing. Like not just drawing something that only my eyes are gonna see. I mean, if I feel more accomplished if I make something that I know is gonna be used. You know?
yeah, I can relate to that. It's very, it's very important. Um, I think some people just I don't know what most people do. I think most people would probably just go, "Oh, boom 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 boom, it's rushed." Um I sometimes do that. Um but if it's like a mod that I've been working on and a mod that I think's good, then yeah, you got to make sure to get everything even down to the last detail to make sure it's good, right? Cuz that's what makes the mod good. It's
Yeah.
clean, it's spotless, it's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. That's what makes it good, and that's what makes it, cool, I guess.
Yeah. Like the current mod I was working on was the guts model, um, that Bugs wanted, and I hate to tell him this, but I'm gonna have to like postpone it. Not because of the problems I was having, but the textures. They just look terrible in game. Like so I did the view model arms, and since I'm viewing the textures up close, they looked terrible. Like they look like the model itself looked like they came from like 5 years ago, which I think it did. Well, the textures look like they came from like a PS1 game. Like they're just blurry, and it was just like, well, I don't think this model is meant to be viewed at a close angle because it just looks terrible up close. Like the hands, I made the hands perfectly fine; they're normal, but the textures just look terrible, and I can't do anything about the texture. So I'm gonna have to find a better model out there. So that sucks. But I'm working on my I guess you could say OC of sorts. I'm finally
Ooh,
working on that.
your OC, tell us
And
about
I'm gonna
that.
yeah. Oh, so you see by current picture on Taters, the that character. I don't know what the character's name is specifically. I just know them as strawberries. That's what I call them because they don't really specify a name. The artists I follow,
Yeah.
they just do art of that person. And it's like it's basically a magical girl version of. You remember my old picture where it was like the girl with black hair with the pink highlights? That was.
Yeah.
This is basically the magical girl counterpart of that other person.
Really?
And I just really like. Yeah, I just really like their arts. I would show some art of. I can send you art later where you see the magical girl version like interacting with her normal self, basically. You can
Yeah,
tell where the hairstyles.
I'm okay with that. I mean, it'll be an interesting thing to see and whatnot. I is the artist is the same one who made the other one, correct?
Which one? The one I had in my old picture?
Yeah, the black and pink.
Yeah, yeah, same artist. That's why
Okay.
I picked it. I was like, why am I gonna pick a different artist? same style, you know?
Yeah. But you're working on your OC and putting it into
Yeah,
Left 4 Dead? Question mark?
yeah. I'm gonna put it in Left 4 Dead and Gary's mod. I'm
Ooh.
gonna make it as a SMD, and then I'm gonna like create. I'm gonna branch it off into two. One's gonna be for Gary's mod, and one's gonna be for Left 4 Dead.
Nice. Can't wait for that.
Yeah,
Are you working on it
yeah. I don't
currently?
know. I was working on it about 2 hours ago. I just stopped because I didn't want to like you know I wanted to stop myself at a point where I could easily pick up back on. I didn't want to be like in the middle of something.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
yeah.
Um, Let me see here. When did you first start getting into modding?
Um, 2019 is when started. I started doing modeling in 2018, but when it came to like modding stuff into like it was Gary's mod at first. It was in 2019.
What'd you
My
make?
very first mod was so I was really, really, really into Danganronpa back then. Like, I mean, if it's not evident that the fact that I still have a Danganronpa profile picture, I was really into Danganronpa, despite the fact I don't really talk about it much. But there's a character named Monica Toa, and she's like one of the villains, and there weren't really models of her on Gary's mod, so I made models for her. I made different outfits for her too, and in 2021, I don't know if you ever heard me mention that Despair Girl, but they're a content creator for um, mainly Left 4 Dead stuff, and they do Danganronpa characters, and they stole my models and didn't credit me. And Steam basically said they can't do anything about it because in my like my sources, I sourced the base I used, and they said that because I didn't own everything in the model, they can't do anything. But eventually got taken down. She took down a lot of her stuff, but she might eventually re-upload it because I saw that she did upload an old one that she previously had to delete. So who knows?
Hmm, that sucks. The fact that dude, Steam's such a fucking. My apologies for the swears. YouTube, don't take this stream down. Anyways, but Steam, I swear to God, dude, they are so bad when it comes to like either stolen mods or mods that just get because you've seen what happened to that one mod that I made. But again, Steam's so bad when it comes to the workshop. I swear to God, they like it's like they don't care, which obviously they don't. I can tell,
Yeah.
but oh my God, it's so frustrating. I'll be honest with you, it really is, which sucks and whatnot.
It really is. And the thing I don't understand is that Despair Girl, she credited someone who helped her with the model, but she didn't credit me. I'm like,
Bruh.
all you had to do was say, I made the model who originally uploaded it and send a link to my profile, like how I put you in the credits for doing the like screenshot pictures, whatnot. It's not that
What
hard. I don't know why you couldn't do that.
is
You
it
credit
still
some dude who
up?
helped you. Oh no, 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 it's not up or at least the one that I was made. She also took the outfit I used and made it for an OC she made, where she like just spliced a bunch of them together. That's
Bruh.
gone. A lot of her stuff is gone. She used to have like every survivor with every character, but it's like half of her workshop is like gone. I don't know why. And maybe someone managed to win, or maybe she got so many complaints that she had to take them down. But a lot of her stuff is gone. So luckily, the one I did, isn't there anymore. But because I deleted my old account, I don't have access to that file anymore.
Damn,
Fortunately,
that sucks.
I never made a copy of it. Or if I did make a copy, I lost it because my hard drive died last year as well. So I don't have it anymore. I would re-upload
Damn,
it,
that sucks,
make it
man.
friends only or something. Yeah, but
What are you gonna do?
I'm over it. I don't know. Nothing. What can you do?
Really, truly nothing, technically. Um,
Well, actually, I haven't. someone does have possession of it, but I'm not going to ask them because my relationship with that person is
Problematic.
not good. Yeah, and basically it was an ex partner.
Oh, I wouldn't bother then.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, I don't have access. And I'm not. I mean,
Nice.
what I my very first Left 4 Dead add-on, I actually still have it because when I gave him all my stuff, I added him as a co-creator, and then deleted my old account, and now so he basically is seen as a creator, but he didn't actually originally create it, of course.
Bruh.
And he had everything unlisted, but because I was subscribed to one of the add-ons, I still have it, despite the fact that I'm not his friend anymore, and it's unlisted. And it was a Acerola from Pokemon. I decided to make her as a witch for some reason. And that was back in 2020.
Mm.
My very first Left 4 Dead mod.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
So what?
do you plan to release more mods in the future?
Oh, for sure. It's just I have to think about it first. Like, what am I gonna make? Or there's a mod that I'm gonna make for Toast because he mentioned that there's a lack of models for it. And I found a model that of the character, and I'll make that into Gary's Mod or Left 4 Dead. I'll probably do both since I can do that. It's not too difficult.
Mm. Nice. What was the
That's the first one.
what was the model?
Character.
Or yeah, the character.
Um, Azusa Aizawa.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if you remember that back in Mude.
I think so.
I remember.
Hold on.
Yeah, I remember in Mude, Toast had her like in his wish list for like months. I think. Like that was just a thing. That's how I remember her name so well.
What was the character's name again? Azusa.
Azusa Aizawa.
Is it the one with the big
Witch
witch
hat.
hat? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I had a feeling.
yeah. That's the character that he mentioned had a lack of mods for, and I found the model. I'm like, huh, well, I can change that.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next model for sure.
Something.
After mine, of course. Unless I can find a guts model that's not bad quality, and then I'll make that be my next one. Because Bugs asked first, obviously.
Yeah. So, what do you plan on making? Do you plan on because you said you had more planned in the future. Do you know if you plan on making anything after Toast model?
Um, yeah, I just have to figure it out first. I don't really know what I'm gonna do.
That's
It's like,
fair.
yeah, I want to do something I know people are gonna at least use, not just me.
Yeah.
Not that I make stuff solely for other people to use. It's just I don't want to waste my time. Something,
Oh yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Then again,
So,
that's kind of what I did before. I just made stuff for myself and never uploaded it publicly. But
well, I mean,
I
some
don't know.
people do that. That's fair, honestly. If you want to just do your own stuff, that's cool. Cause I think there's got to be a point or a time to where you just, at least in my opinion, you can disagree with it if you'd like, but I think, you know, I think there should be a time where you can just do stuff for yourself and not have to worry about doing it for other people. Cause personally, I've done so many stuff for people and whatnot. I used to just do stuff for me, and whatnot, but it's like, bleh, I don't really do that anymore. But now I'm getting into that swing where it's kind of like, yeah, I'm mostly doing it for me. It's just stuff that just comes out of the brain and whatnot. It's like, oh, that's a good idea. Let me put it in there and whatnot, and it turns out good. So I get that.
Yeah, like if I think about something I want, like, oh, I'll use that. I'll do that. Um, I just have to think about it first. Like because I'm thinking about other stuff right now, like my model and Toast model and Boog's model. I have to
Yeah.
like be clear of all those for me to like actually be able to like think of something that I really want. Or I was like, I don't see this here. I'm gonna make it.
I see. Um, has your personality changed from after and before you joined the Discord server?
Uh, maybe. I mean, I guess when you could argue how I was when I first joined was different than now. Obviously, I think everyone's like that probably, where they join and then they just kind of open up. But maybe I feel like I've gotten meaner. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've just kind of been mean. uh, me.
Like
I'm just sometimes I just
I
wake up.
got.
I wake up. I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna choose violence today.
Oh my
I'm just
god.
like that more. I'm being honest. I'm really like that. It's like if someone like just annoys me a little bit, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be mean today. I'm just gonna like say something mean or not be chill, I guess. But it's usually in my head. I don't actually go around like being mean to people. It's just I'll be thinking. I'll be thinking it.
It's
Some
thoughts.
people yeah, some people just make it easier. Like E made it easier for me to be mean. He just something about him just like made you want to like just be mean to him. I don't know.
I don't
Maybe I'm
know.
just wrong for that.
I don't know. He
Sometimes
was
he
like he was in the middle for me. I don't know.
middle like what?
He
Like how you
was
feel about him or
it was like cuz here's the thing. I didn't really know much about him, which made it hard for me to either joke about him or joke with him cuz I was like, "Oh, he is I don't know. He's a strange not like strange as in like oh like bad strange, but he was like a strange like I didn't know much about him, which was like, weird cuz we had him for like what I think like a month or two, and that was a lot of time. Excuse me, that was a lot of time and whatnot to conversate and whatnot in between. But it's like I don't know. I it was like in the middle for me because I didn't know him, but then I did. But then he was like cool, but then he was also like, like it's not that he was bad or anything. It was more like just like I didn't really know him, which is
well, the
it was
thing
dumb.
is there's a period where like every host I would just sit behind and it'd be E and Noel and Toka and Toast and Conrad or someone else. And they're just there. And I guess I learned a lot about him from just it being a few of us. So that's how I knew, like, okay, I can be mean to this person. Or this person, I don't know. He was chill overall, but sometimes he just would annoy me. I think he knew exactly how to annoy me. But it wasn't ill intended or anything. It was just he just he just did that, I guess.
Makes sense.
Yeah. He gave Noel vibes. That's how I feel about Noel too. He just something about him makes me want to like be mean to him or something.
That's fair. I mean,
Sometimes and sometimes yeah, sometimes he feel like he deserves it. Like he just like I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you can agree. You knew him longer than I have.
it's what about Noel or E?
Yeah, Noel. Noel.
Oh, I don't know how to define Noel. He's like he's okay. I don't know how to say it or put it in a way, but it's like I don't know. I genuinely couldn't tell you because it's I'm also because it's like he doesn't. This is what I just see. He can make so many jokes and just not care, which is like what, bro? How are you just able
Yeah,
to do that? And it's I think it's he just like does not give a fuck, and not like in a bad way or a good way. It's just more of like he doesn't care. It's like I'm like, damn, and and he's his own person. I don't know. He he does. I from the moment I met him, or the first time I met him, I couldn't really tell or not tell, you know, how he was. He's still the same person to me, in my opinion, from the day I met him and from the day I didn't, and from now actually.
I mean, I guess that's a good thing where he doesn't. It's someone who doesn't really change themselves. It's like a really good trait. I feel like not change yourself to like fit someone else's needs or vice versa. You know.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, I guess that's what I mean. Like because he just doesn't care. I know he wouldn't care if I said something mean to him, which I don't really say a lot of mean things to him. I more so just joke around the whole monkey do you know wow thing and what. It's just
Yeah,
I know it's like annoying at least, but it's not genuine. I don't genuinely mean the things I say when it comes to that.
I see.
I guess yeah, he has an arsenal against I guess like you know what it is, like
Oh
that whole
yeah,
thing. Because he has that against me and then I can have things against him. It comes to anybody. If anybody has like something that they can like joke about like with like um I can't think of anything right now. What everyone else gets joked around with about, but
well, there's maybe in her and how she looks like Pokemon. There's me and racist.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
bugs
yeah,
and I don't know. It's kind of hard to make fun of bugs. There's Honey and our cats. Yeah, everyone has kind of like their own thing and whatnot. But yeah, I get what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah. Like nothing's genuine. It's just like poking fun at, not nothing to be like putting them down. Just it's just poking fun at, like joking around or trolling each other. Basically, that's really all it is.
Yeah, I get that. That happens way more than you think it does, or how it's been happening for as long as I can remember. I joined the server, or actually no, as far as I can remember when I talked in the server, that was when like a lot of it started to happen. But back then, it wasn't actually that. It wasn't from what I remember back then. Whenever I was there, it wasn't actually that trolling that much. Surprisingly, again, this is just from what I remember and whatnot. Like I don't remember that much trolling. I remember it was mostly chill. And then I think it was whenever everyone started to reveal their voices, like Honey, me, I forgot who else. There's probably more that I'm missing in there. But Honey, me, and whoever else. That was when things were like starting to go up and up and up and up about how popular, or no, not how popular, but like how cool the server was. And then that was when the trolling started to happen, if you know what I mean.
Earliest memories of this server was I wasn't actually in it. I actually joined randomly, and this was back in like July of 2022. You were there, Maybe was there, Toast was there, Iron was there, Bugs was there. Honey wasn't there yet. Obviously, she didn't join until like September or something. But and Mango was there. I remember Mango was there as well. And you got like a 15-minute ban for some reason. Like I was obviously not in VC or in the server, so I had no idea what was going on. But I remember um you got kicked out of this game, like for some reason. And I remember just being like, okay, well, I don't know if that was real drama or what, but Books kicked you out.
Oh, it's not a long story. Do you want to hear it? I can tell you just really quick about what it was.
I mean, sure. I mean, I guess I'd finally learn what actually transpired.
I kind of told about it a few times. It wasn't really, but so basically, back then, what I would always do, I don't know if it was when I was talking or not, probably not, but it was when I was getting into like my mean phase, I guess, phase, and whatnot, and basically, what happened is that there wasn't much people who played on the server. It was mostly randoms, and there was a few friends from taters here and there, but basically I would basically like genuinely I would annoy the hell out of bugs. And I don't mean like just messing around with them. I mean like genuinely I was genuinely annoying to deal with cuz I would really not like poke like, "Oh, haha, it's funny and not whatnot and we can laugh about it." It was more of like actually like being annoying. It's like that annoying cousin you have. They're just there to bother you and piss you off. That was basically me of what I did to Bugs, and he was, I guess, either he couldn't deal with it anymore because he was getting really annoyed, so he just banned me, and I was like, damn, I really shouldn't do that again. And I kind of learned from my lesson that day because I was like, that hurt, because whenever I got banned, I was genuinely hurt, but I was like, bro, I didn't even do nothing wrong. I was literally just living my life. Bro, whenever I relive that memory, I was such a dick. I'll be honest with you. I was not a good person at that time, but I changed, I guess, and whatnot, so I don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, I was just like kind of confused. I was like, okay, well that happened, but yeah, I remember it was on Hard Rain, and I was strawberries at that point, and I don't know if it was toast or maybe. I remember I made my name be maybe today. I remember doing that, but someone changed their name to blueberries or something. They did something related to my name, but I just didn't know if anyone remembered that because that was like 2 years ago at this point. But yeah, I remember that was like one of my memories. I guess my very first memory of you was getting kicked out of being banned from the server at that point, or the game at least.
Oh god, what a horrible memory.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember being reluctant to join. Like I remember playing with some randoms who I don't know who they were. Then I don't remember their name, but they said that you guys were toxic. They said the Tater server was toxic, which kind of aligned with my very first memories of playing with books, which is back in 2021 when Val was like there all the time and just trolling the entire time. So I was
Yikes.
like not sure what to believe, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um
it's kind of crazy to think that it's that old though. Like I remember 2021 and it feels like age lifetime ago, but yeah.
it's a lot different than it was now cuz now it's a lot more chill. But back then it was, I would say, it was chill, but it was genuinely hate uh back then.
Well, I remember like Bloke's had a spray that was like of some like fat neck beard and it was like Val basically or something. Like I remember seeing that. I was just like, yeah, I guess everyone hates each other. I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I remember that spray too. Yeah, no, that one was a joke, but I remember that fucking spray. He still has that, by the way, which is funny.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he still does. I mean, I used to have sprays from like 2020, but after my computer reset, I don't have those anymore. But I can always find them again. My old sprays.
I
Yeah, I
see.
just remember just like I'd be like, damn, I see that spray. It's like, okay.
So, getting into anime, I guess. What do you like the most about anime?
Anime. I like the style, I guess, and I like they just their stories are different from English, like American animated shows. They're not the same. But I mean, I like animated American. I guess one, I'm watching it and I watch subtitles. I don't watch English dubs.
Ugh.
I just don't like the voices too much. They just sound way too. You can tell that those actors are like B tier or C class actors or whatnot. They're not the same equivalent to what you get in American cartoon.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you're not gonna find a Tom Kenny in a dubbing an anime. You're gonna find someone else who does like some background character in a sitcom. Like literally, that's what these actual voice actors are. They're just like I don't want to say they're nobodies, but they're not really like
Not good.
highly professional voice actors. Like just you've seen Studio Ghibli movies, right? In English.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have actual like really like top tier actors doing the voices, which is why that's why I can watch those. I can sit for those because the quality is good. But the thing with anime is I just like they're just different. They usually have different like genres, and they don't really occur in American cartoons. And I also
Yeah.
love I just like hearing I like hearing Japanese. I like their voices. They have like different vocal ranges than English speakers, which because the Japanese language is not the same as English. Not a nasal language. There's a name for that, but I'm not gonna look it up right now. Like
I
that.
see.
That's why if you ever notice Japanese girls have a more higher voice, and that's because they don't usually use their they don't they recently speaking solely out of their like vocal cords, and the sound that passes through your nose is actually deeper. So because they're not speaking with their like nasal cavity, they have very high voices naturally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just like Japanese. Japanese culture, anime. It's just I really I just found myself kind of drawn towards it, and I find it more entertaining than what's airing on TV right now. Like I don't even know what's the latest American animated TV show that's popular right now. I really don't know. Rick and Morty is like the only one I can think of. Like I really don't know. I, I'm just that's just what I'm into.
I see. Are you more so are you more of like a like a TV show kind of person, or like reading like the actual like uh anime?
Oh, I've read manga. I've read a lot. I actually started off reading manga. Well, I really take it back. My first anime was Sailor Moon. It was more so
Ooh.
my older sister would watch that, and I just was like, I could not for the life of me figure out what that was because no one would tell me. I mean, and I just see a cartoon that's very specific to that like style. I never seen in any other cartoon. Like at that point, American cartoons, and I just remember in middle school I found manga of Dragon Ball, and I was like, this is the same style as that other show I watched when I was a kid, and I just started reading it, and then my middle school library didn't have all of them, so I started watching it, and that's what made me watch anime. I liked reading it. Like
Nice.
I can create their voices in my head. I can like picture what color they are based on the like one picture of them on the cover art. And I don't know, reading even with pictures, you can visualize a lot more than you could with anime. Like anime, they like they do a lot to like filler or like blend frames that are shown in the mangas will be something else or something. But I guess you could say I'm 50-50. I like reading it and watching.
Mm, I see. What are your three favorite animes or anime things or whatever, and why?
All right, so
Can wait.
favorites. All right, so I just so many to think about, but I guess right now the ones I think about like that I really liked were Chainsaw Man, Hunter x Hunter, and Azumanga Daioh. Not in that order. Just those are the ones that I think I've liked the most overall. You can even put One Piece up there, but One Piece is too new for me to really say that it's like my favorite or amongst my favorite. But I've really enjoyed it, but there's a lot of things I don't like about it. Alright,
Mm,
so Azumanga Daioh, comfort anime. I'll watch that if I'm stressed or just want something to um occupy myself with. Like I won't watch it fully, I'll just have it playing and I'll be doing something else. Just like white noise basically, but it's something I like, or I'll just binge it see a scene and like watch that. Or I remember when I was like taking my exams. There's a arc in Azumanga Daioh at the very end where, if you don't know that, it centers around a like six girls in high school. The last arc is them taking their exams. I remember I watched that episode like 40, 20 minutes before I was taking my exam. And I was like, it made me feel so much confident about taking it. I was like, I'm just gonna watch this. Like, it made me feel so much less stressed and confident when taking the test. For whatever reason, it was just, I was like, I'm gonna pass it like Osaka, because spoiler alert, she fails it the first time, and she was nervous about taking it the second time, which happened to me. I actually failed my exam the first time. I passed it the second time. So it's just it's really laid back. It's funny. It's random as hell, and it's just something that I think everyone should at least watch at one point. If they really like comedies and randomness, whatnot.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So Chainsaw Man. I guess I could say about Chainsaw Man is unpredictable. Uh, I can tell that the author is not afraid to do something to any of the main characters. It's I like shows that keep me on my feet. That's the thing. Like I said with Steven Universe, was once it started developing more, getting more complicated. That's when I was on my feet more. Like more interested to see what's in the next episode. Like, I don't really like stuff that drags and predictable, you know. So Chainsaw Man was so unpredictable, and is always like unsure what's to happen, and I had to know what happened, and that's what I like. I like shows where it's like you're gonna look forward for the next episode to come. And I like the characters; they're interesting, and there's something about them that you just like. You know, like sometimes you have a character you just don't care about at all. I can't think of anything right now because I don't watch stuff that I don't like. It's like, stop watching it.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, that's the thing with Chainsaw Man. It's just Makima. I just like all these characters. They're so interesting to me. Their characterizations and what's the plot of the story.
Is there
That's what I like.
character? Is there a lot of character development in it?
I would say there is, actually. I mean, relationships between certain characters. Like, I don't know what characters you know about in Chainsaw Man, but one of the main characters was Power. There's definitely a huge change in personalization between Power and Denji, and I guess everyone else involved.
Mm.
So even I don't know about Makima, because she was kind of like mysterious, and that's why I like characters who are mysterious, where it's like you really want to know about them and just
Yeah.
their personalities. Like, she had such a intriguing personality. That's why I've liked her so much. And Nayuta is was like that too. Like, she gives me the same vibes, but she's like still her own person, separate. So,
Yeah.
um, and Hunter x Hunter, I guess, is the last one, right?
Yeah.
Um, that one was once again a very kind of gave me One Piece vibes in terms of its length of like journey between characters. Like, it's been such a long time since I've read it and watched it, and that's actually because it's on a hiatus right now. So it's like I stopped thinking about it, but I really, 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 really got into. I started drawing characters all the time, and I based my very first OC before Strawberries, I guess, on Hunter x Hunter and all the other characters I liked, from like mainly Kamaru. Um, but the characters are very likable, and the stories is once again one you can just like. You're very intrigued about how it keeps going. I like fighting stuff. I mean, I've never played fighting games that much, but I just like seeing fights. I like being like I like my jaw being dropped. Like, holy crap, that happened. stuff. So that happened a lot. I like like lots of world building and character development and Gon seeing his father and stuff like that. That's kind of like why I like Hunter x Hunter. Like I like seeing more chill stuff. Like it's kids. It's like literally two kids, basically. Seeing them on this journey of sorts was very interesting to me, and that's why I like Hunter x Hunter. That's why it's my number. I'd say number 3. Only because I'm not thinking about it right now, and it's been a while since it's been updated. Like it's been like 2 years, and before that was like 4 years or something. The
Yeah.
offer takes a lot of hiatus, but it's
Interesting.
still going. It's been going since 1996, I believe.
You're getting me more interested in anime, which is good because you know a lot. I'll tell you honestly. I I don't know why because I don't even watch it. I'm personally not a big anime fan myself. Um, I don't know why. I never watched it, so I can't even say that it's good or bad and whatnot. Actually, there was one show I've been meaning to watch. I don't know what I'm. I want to say I know. I want to pronounce the name, but I'm probably gonna get it wrong. Nishi something. Nishijo. That's the one with the.
Oh yeah, yeah, Nichijou, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one with
It's the
the
one with
Osaka.
that. No, that's Azumanga Daioh.
What?
Azumanga Daioh has
Hold
Osaka.
on. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Hold on.
Who? No, you're not even reading the right thing. Osaka is in Azumanga Daioh.
Let me
Nichijou
see.
has that cyborg and the professor and um all the other characters that I just can't think of their names right now because I have not rewatched it. I
Let me
haven't even
see this.
finished it. I only watched part of it.
Oh,
Do you see a
damn it.
girl with blue hair? The blue hair girl is in Nichijou. Azumanga Daioh has Osaka, the cat, um, Chio, the girl with the pigtails, who's like a 10-year-old, but she's a high schooler because she's like a genius. That is Azumanga Daioh.
Okay. Okay. I was looking at the wrong thing then because I saw the things that Noah recommended me and it looked like the one with Osaka. It's wrong. God damn it. I knew
Well,
it. I even had to like
well,
reread the list to make sure I was like, "Oh, is this the right thing now?"
well. I mean, the anime it has a. I won't lie. The style is reminiscent. It is similar, but they're different. I can tell the difference. Their heads are shaped different, but their eyes are very similar.
Yeah.
Well, I guess their eyes are more similar when it comes to like Osaka and Chio. But everyone else, they have like different shaped eyes. That's how I know for sure they're different. Like Sakaki has different color eyes. I mean, different shaped eyes than everyone else.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to watch that anime, I recommend both. I mean, I'm guessing Noel recommended both of them. But yeah, you could watch both. You should.
I will
It,
check it out.
but if you're into more relaxed and chill anime, I'd say yeah, Azumanga Daioh and Nichijou are both good options.
I see. Let me see here. So, what do you like most about taters?
Taters, um, I like how no holds bar it can be, and chill it can be, and how random. I like the unpredictability, but predictability at the same time. It's like I know what to expect. I guess I expect to either be like surprised or like laugh. I like being able to enjoy playing and not be bored out of my mind or like left out. I feel like I could always somehow get myself in. So I just like the feel like everyone's kind of on mostly the same page. So I like being amongst, I guess you could say my peers. I like being amongst people who share a similar mind or what.
Yeah, I get that. How did
I'd
you
say that's my
feel?
favorite.
Oh, whoops. Uh,
No,
how did,
no,
I'm getting
no.
flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks to Assat's episode. If you don't know, if you don't know, this basically happened a lot. I'm trying not. Here's the thing. I'm trying not to rush it because I want to let you guys talk. Because if you don't know, the same thing kind of happened to Assat in his episode. Poor Assat, by the way. Sorry for cutting you off like every 5 seconds. But I'm trying to slow it down because I need to. I'm interested, and I'm interested. And I'm laser focused. So like, if I talk, um, then you don't have to answer. You don't have to answer what I say really quickly. You can just keep focusing on what you have to say. That's just coming from me because I don't want to try to. I don't want to end up ruining what you have to say and whatnot, and you lose focus because what you say is important and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right,
But I wasn't really like saying anything. I was just kind of like just
finishing off.
adding. Yeah, just finishing off basically.
I see.
Yeah.
So how did you feel when you started to get to know more and more members?
I guess you could say I felt more at home, kind of. It's like okay, I, I guess I guess you could. I kind of think about it like this: Am I gonna be? If I could I be friends with this person? Really? Like,
Yeah.
it's better not be in a place where you're not gonna be friends with anyone. So it's like I have to think if I'm not already in a community where it's like friendship kind of happens on its own. Like I didn't add many people until much later on because I didn't need to. I mean, I interacted with them in game and uh I guess vice versa. Like it was like in the server. Like I didn't need to friend them to interact with them. But I guess it was once I got to know people, it was more so like, all right, I feel like I click with this person. I feel like I can be their friend. Open up and not be worried about someone um judging me or bullying me or whatnot.
Yeah,
Though I
I
will
get
say
that.
this, there was one person that I never actually was ever to able to like embrace fully, and they're not here anymore. And I'm sure you can guess who that is.
I think I think did we talk about them already in the podcast?
Did we? I don't know. I'll
Probably,
just say,
probably not.
Moses.
Oh
He
yeah.
he was the reason why I did not join VCs for like an entire month. I just was like,
Wow.
I don't want to be in a VC with this guy. There was like a session where he got that's the game session where he got the vial roll. He was just spouting a bunch of random like offensive things, kind of. I don't know, like trollish stuff, like stuff you hear in a COD lobby. He'd be saying stuff like that. Without, I mean, not the N word or anything, but he'd be saying like, "I used to abuse my autistic cousin. I was raped by an Arab, and I wish I was raped by anyone other than that." And it was just like a bunch of like out of pocket stuff that was like some of it was offensive to me, and I was like, I hate this person already. I don't want to be in a VC of this person.
Wow.
And yeah, yeah.
From
I
what
eventually,
I don't
well,
know, man.
I'll just finish. I basically just like, you know what? I can't. I don't want to like refrain myself from interacting with everyone else because of one person. So I slowly warmed up to everyone else and kind of just started ignoring him and pretending he wasn't there and just like not acknowledging his existence. And I was fine afterwards. He never mattered to me, so why should it impact my relationship with everyone else?
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's also, just like, cause, uh, okay, going back to what you said about what he was saying, he actually say that? Did he actually say that?
Yeah,
There's no way.
he did say that.
What?
Yeah, he did
What?
say that. Not even kidding. He said that. If someone
Hold
has a
on.
recording from like April of 2023, he said that stuff. And I remember
What?
I was like, I was playing. I was invited by Toka to play because Toka was in the other server I was in at that time. And I remember telling Toka, I was like, I don't know who this guy is. He was known as Pierce at that time. I said, I don't know who this Pierce guy is, but I hate him already. Like, he's saying all this stuff that's like even offensive to me, and I don't think I can stand for that. Like, I would have left if Toka wasn't there. I was like, I can't stand this guy. And that's the stuff he would be saying. And I remember, like, I could never like someone like that. Like, I don't know why he's saying this stuff. And I don't know how everyone else is interacting with him in the VC either. I don't know if they're laughing along or egging him on or whatnot. I mean, this was when I first joined. I would imagine Bugs and everyone else wasn't on the same page as Moses at that point. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, I don't like this person. They definitely held me back for a bit, but I realized I should just not care about him. I shouldn't let him get in the way of everyone else.
That's good. They got to keep that positive mentality and whatnot. So wait,
Yeah,
was
but
he? Was he? Because I know that he said it. Was he saying it in front of Bugs and in front of almost anyone who was in the
he,
server?
he said that he was saying it in the in-game chat where we were playing Left 4 Dead. I remember specifically it was on Dark Carnival, and he was just typing in the game chat the entire game, which was like I was getting annoyed by him already. But when he started saying like offensive stuff like that, um, yeah, I started getting angry. I mean,
Bugs was
I
there though,
wasn't in
right?
VC. Yeah, Boots was there. I think at the
What?
very end of the session, he got banned. He got a 15-minute ban. Like everyone voted to like ban him temporarily.
Oh my god, dude.
And he got the viral. He got the viral after that. I remember Toka was telling me that Bugs was thinking about banning him, but he never was banned afterwards. I remember being upset. Kind of. I don't want to like say I was upset with everyone, but I felt really like I don't know. I was like I was like, why is this guy not banned? He's such a he's like such a terrible person.
Asshole.
Why is he still here? Yeah, I don't know if you want me swearing.
No, that's fine. You
Like
can
that's
say
like
that.
the
You
only
can you can
word.
swear on here.
Like, like that's like the only word I could think of. Like, why is he still here? And I ended up getting over it. I'm like, maybe he got a talking to and was told not to go that far. But it's like he always like ended up like proving himself wrong. Like every time I felt like I was gonna like not warm up to him, but like see him more, he like would bug me about things that like really irritated me for no reason. I'm not even gonna say it because it really upsets me. But he would like ask me this question that was like offensive to me, like every week, and I literally was like, I said, "You already asked me this." He said, "Oh, I forgot." I'm like, you're saying this because you know it's making me upset." And
Exactly.
I just think he's just one of those people who like to bring people down for whatever reason. Like I don't know if he was bullied as a child or what, but or not hugged enough as a child. I don't know. I just know that he loved to like be an asshole. I think that's just who he was.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
had no reason to burn down the village for no reason other than he knew he was gonna upset someone. That's literally all he would do is do something that knowing that it's gonna upset someone, either in the future or just in the present. That's all he ever did.
You
As
knew
long as I
about
knew him,
that?
I was here in the server when he burned down the village.
He what? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Maybe I'm missing something.
I,
Oh yeah,
isn't
wait,
that why
hold
he got
on.
kicked out? Yeah.
The old one, right?
Yeah, he went in the server and burned it for
Man,
whatever reason.
he was such an asshole and
Also,
I
yeah, and
again,
I also knew about him stealing from Honey and like fighting with other people. I wasn't involved in the Minecraft server that much. Hardly at all, actually. I only joined like 3 or 4 sessions, and Most of those sessions was just Honey being there.
I will say,
Yeah.
from the times I remember, I think you're thinking of, because I don't know if he did or not, if he did or not, still from Honey. But I think you're thinking of Mango, because Mango was mainly the one who stole from Honey and whatnot. But if Moses did steal from Honey, that's fucked up. I don't know. I
It
don't know
was like
how he
a, it was like a
didn't get away.
chest. It was like a chest minecart.
Oh,
Like
I get it now. I see.
I'm pretty
I
sure
understand
I'm
now.
pretty sure it was Moses because he admitted to it and said that he just didn't know. Which I know he's just
Bro, that's
bullshitting.
such bullshit, dude.
I yeah, I know.
Oh my god. Talking
Like
about him is very infuriating. Again, still don't know
I know
why.
that's
Still don't know why he
why he was here
decided.
as long as he was.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until later. Until later, like whenever he kind of did get banned, because I was like, I was cool with him. Not like in a way like, oh, I was fine with what he was saying. I was more of like, okay, I didn't really care much about it because at the time, I was just like not. I don't know how you put it. I just wasn't caring. I didn't care for what he said. I personally didn't think it was offensive, but now that you're mentioning it, of what he was really saying, because he, from what I saw, he wasn't saying stuff like that. But from what you're saying of him, that's fucked up about what he said. And again, I didn't realize it until later whenever he did get banned, and I was like, okay, you know what, that this does make sense because he was pissing people off. He was pissing Bugs off. He was kind of just being like an ass. He was being very out of pocket and whatnot. So I'm glad it happened. He's gone. It doesn't really matter. All we can really say about him is that he was an ass, and we're glad he's gone. Basically, like any other person who got banned.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let's say in a few years, like 3 or 5, do you still see yourself playing in the Tater server?
That actually, I feel like that really depends on everyone else. I myself feel like I could always dedicate time to playing in the server, like whether it's Left 4 Dead or any other game. I definitely can. I don't see myself having such a busy life to where I could not dedicate time to it. I guess you could say Taters has a special place to me at this point. I mean, I'm really only active in this server and the other server I'm in, which is not that active, really. It's the only server I'm like a daily member in, I guess. So I would say if everyone else is still hosting and doing stuff, then yeah, I will probably in the next 3 or 4 years still be here playing in the server. I mean,
Nice.
I don't know who's the oldest person here, but I mean, I'm currently 22, so uh, and what is that, 28? If I'm 28, I can probably still be here, probably.
I think
Now, if I'm 40,
it's
I don't know about that. I feel like everyone's gonna move on at that point.
everyone's gonna
Who knows?
eventually gonna want to do their own things. I don't think it's gonna be like I want to say it is because I have hope for the future of what lies in store for Taters, but I don't think it's gonna last. But then again, you never know because there's crews and whatnot or channels that have lasted forever as a friend group like Vanos Gaming and whatnot, and that's lasted
Yeah.
years. So I mean, you never know. Honestly, it just really depends.
Yeah, it depends on everyone else, really.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe actually you could say it depends on everyone collectively. It's like, what is everyone gonna do with their lives? I mean, if you've noticed, some of us are not as frequently here as we used to be
Oh yeah.
for our own personal reasons.
I will say
So
this. Um, a lot of the people who have came on here have I don't know if they were lying or not. I want to just say that it's they were probably telling the truth. A lot of them have said that no matter what happens, they will probably still be here, and a few years and whatnot, they will obviously still be here doing their own thing, and I can relate to that. I think I'm gonna probably be doing the same and whatnot. But again, a lot of people who have came on here have also just said, yeah, in 3 or 5 years maybe I'll still probably be in here. I'll still probably be playing Left 4 Dead and whatnot, and being being here and playing games and whatnot.
I mean, I guess that just shows that we're all like-minded in that sense.
Yeah.
I want to see if someone's gonna say no to that. If you ask that to someone else, I'm curious if there's gonna be someone who actually like, no, I don't think I'm gonna be here that long.
I mean, you
I'm
never
curious.
know.
Yeah, you never know, but I haven't watched every stream of yours, as I mentioned, so I don't know about that answer what everyone else gave, but uh, yeah, I would imagine we're all like-minded in that sense.
I think from what I have seen so far, Bugs is obviously staying from what he told me. Honey, she said she'll probably still be staying. Um, maybe I don't know. I don't. I'm a little like my head's a little foggy when it comes to remembering the really early ones, like with Nick, and maybe an asset. I think again, yeah. I think maybe said, oh yeah, I'll probably still be doing this. Nick, I'm pretty sure he said obviously yes. Um, well, it's like ones in the middle too that I'm like unsure about. I think I want to say Conrad says yes, but then again, Junk I don't know, and then Miggy I don't know, and Jen I don't know. I just forgot. I would need to watch those episodes back again and whatnot to see if what who said what. But yeah, maybe you never know. Someone could eventually say no, and that's fine because I don't think I think there will be a time that someone who's been here for so long is obviously gonna want to do their own thing and getting tired of playing games, and they're gonna want to go off and do their own thing, which is it's fair. I mean, we all gotta end
Yeah,
up doing our own things eventually.
yeah, people. So sure enough, it's gonna eventually happen.
Yeah. Let me see here. So, how do you feel about Left 4 Dead 2?
It's my favorite game. I just find myself really engrossed in its content. I guess whether it's campaign or survival or tank run. Tank run, well, though, was what really got me. Um, it's just I'd say the timeless game. It's one of those games that's just it aged well. It aged well.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like I feel like it's more. I don't want to say it's chill per se, but it like compared to like Left 4 Dead. Well, not like compared to like COD or like I don't know any other online multiplayer game. It's not as like tense or toxic or um competitive. It's just
Yeah.
working as a team with random people and just working towards a goal is just enjoyable to me. Not getting stream sniped or no like aimbotted or whatnot, and just people being racist and stuff. I don't find that enjoyable. That's why I never liked playing on the Xbox. I felt like every session was like that. Even Left 4 Dead. I didn't like Left 4 Dead on the Xbox.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, what got you into Left 4 Dead 2?
Um. Well, if you want to say well, I guess you could start when I first played it, which doesn't really answer your question, but I guess you'll just learn how long I've been playing. My brother got it when it came out. I never played it until like middle school. When I started middle school, I played it, and I was like, okay, this is fun and all. I mostly played it on single player, which got boring really fast. And multiplayer, like I just said, was it felt like everyone there was like mean and racist. So I stopped playing it on multiplayer online. And in 2019, I got really into Gmod, and I remember meeting this guy. His name was Stealth Man. He also had another friend that was named Bunny Man. I've seen him in Left 4 Dead campaign a couple of weeks ago. So this is on my old account, by the way. So that's why I'm not friends with him anymore, because I deleted my old account. But I played campaign with him a couple times, and then I was like, you know what? This game's really fun, and I just kept really playing it all the time. And eventually, I was invited to a tank run lobby, and that was like, holy crap, this is really fun, like intense. And this was like in April of 2021, so couple months after Last Stand update, which I think is when tank run was introduced. I didn't know about that, but I got really into tank run, and I played that for like every time I got off work, I just hop in tank run. Like that's when I met Bugs initially. Was playing tank run every night. There's a lot of other people who I met. I remember Roy and D-Man and Slouch and Sloth and all these other people that you may have heard of playing tank run back then. Like I played all the time. Like I feel like everyone would see me as a regular because that's how much I played tank. I played every night, and it was just really enjoyable. Like I felt like it was like the people I was interacting with were more on my skill set. Like with campaign, sometimes you get like your team is just like terrible, like they just suck, and it's like you're carrying them, or then you have a team that's like B hoppers, so you're like behind, and you get overwhelmed because all the like commons and specials are aggroing on you, so it's like you look like you suck at the game. So tank run, I felt it was a balance between players, and I noticed a lot of people play on expert. Like I got so used to playing on expert tank run because for some reason that's what people play on. Like not normal, maybe advanced and expert is what most people play. But yeah, I got really into it. And yeah, that's basically Left 4 Dead for me was tank run.
Mm,
I'd say about 90% of my hours are tank run at this point.
nice. I think. Oh yeah, for sure. It always leads back up to tank run. Of course.
I mean, it's a tank run server, so
Oh yeah.
something's gotta link us. Something. I mean, are there anyone here who's like campaign related? I don't recall. Maybe some new people are campaign.
I think it's mainly just because a lot of the people I notice come from either like the tutorial video from Bugs, um, but they also end up coming from the tank run videos a lot. A lot of them just come from that. So I think a lot of people here are mostly tank run people, but if not, they're probably campaign. And I think a few of them are definitely survival. I think a lot of people are a lot. I think surprisingly, a lot of more people are into survival than campaign. But I think that's just what I've seen personally.
Well, I guess that's true. I mean, I actually like campaign. I mean, survival more than campaign. I like being able to. I used to not like it because I sucked at it, and I'd always join. And also, I'd also join lobbies all the time where I'm like the dead one. There's like
Yeah.
3 people alive, and you just join dead, and it was so annoying. Like I'm sitting there for like 20 minutes, still dead. I'm like, okay, these people are good. So now I'm gonna be. I'm not even gonna get a score. I'm just gonna be. Have to wait for them to die. So I just never liked uh, survival for a while because it was just like one, I wasn't as good, and I always would join dead, so it was just not fun. And I didn't like joining, and like I hate how Left 4 Dead. If you join just 1 second after it starts, it's not gonna count. I could literally join 1 second, it won't count. I wish they would like count when you join. Like I join 2 minutes in, and then I'll just have my final score be just the final score of everyone else, but minus 2 minutes because I joined 2 minutes later. But it doesn't count, so it
Mm.
just felt unfulfilling a lot of times because there's always people starting. And I noticed it's always the atrium. It's everyone's always on the atrium.
Oh yeah,
It'll
for
just get
sure.
boring. I just get bored with playing in the atrium. I don't even want. I don't even. I actually do like it, but I like it. I like playing survival with other people. But if it's like randoms, like friends, I like playing with friends. Like people in the server, I like playing with them. But friends that I don't speak to in VC or just randoms, not as fun. I just get bored. It's not fulfilling. It's fun when you like hear people get frantic, like shoot the tank on me or the charger or whatever.
Yeah,
I just like that. I like the tense. That's what Tinkwin was, but survival is in a different way, more tense. But um, I can see why people like survival more than campaign, though.
that's true. I can honestly see that as well. Um, let me see here. So, what's something that you dislike about the game mechanics in Left 4 Dead 2?
I don't like the shove cooldown thing. I
Oh,
don't.
I
I think that's
hate that.
annoying.
I hate that.
Uh, trying to think. I'd have to think about everything. I hate the delay with certain things. Like the amount of times I'm like playing tank run and there's a tank right like 20 feet away from me and it like punches me, but it's like visually you're like 20, 15 feet away from it, but the tank's arm is like I don't know if there's like an invisible hitbox, but it like registers or something. So like hitboxes, I feel like kind of suck in Left 4 Dead, especially with jockey. Don't even get me started on a jockey. I feel
Oh
like you could
god,
unload
jockey.
like an entire magazine into it, and it still won't die. It's like I don't know if the hitboxes there's like ones that don't take much damage or what, but jockeys are the most annoying thing. They're my least favorite special, in fact.
I couldn't agree more. Hate those little bitches.
But I think that's like the only mechanics I don't like. I just don't like the delay. Like even with like pipe bombs, I don't like where I want to throw it immediately, but then it's like it's like 2 seconds later, then it finally throws it. You know,
Yeah.
and I think bio bombs can be kind of useless. I remember I've had instances where there's someone in the way. Like I don't like how bio bombs actually count as an object. Like I remember someone was in the way, so when it hit them, it launched itself upward. It fell directly like next to it. It was like because that guy was in the way. Like why did they like collide with the person? Shouldn't it be like? Shouldn't you like be? Well, shouldn't it like just go through someone? But no, it counts as an object that collides with people.
That sucks. I haven't noticed that too often, but I don't know. I just hate the fact that you get stunned, but I guess you got to go for realism in the pipe bomb and whatnot. But I mean, that's the only thing I would probably. I I'm not that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not that big of a disliker of the mechanics. Maybe like the AI or the hitboxes, but I think that'd be
Oh
about
yeah.
it and whatnot.
Yeah, I think the hitboxes is my least favorite thing. Like I'll see an infected common running up to me, and it throws a punch, and then it teleports like 2 feet in front of me. Like it throws a punch, and then it teleports to, like where it hits me. I'm like, hey, I'm really watching it far away, and then it like launches itself towards me to like punch me. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's like
Oh yeah.
somehow the game has to register that as a hit or something. It's like if you're like too like I don't know if you've noticed sometimes like a hunter will like land in front of you and then you see your model literally like slide to be under it. It's like if you're a certain distance from an common or an infected of any kind, it'll count as a hit, like a charger. Like if you're like an inch away from where it'll be in front of you, it counts as it being a charge. So you'll see yourself literally like get pulled like 2 feet to the right where you're getting hit by a charger. So that's something I don't like. But other than that, I think the game's pretty solid. Hence why it's held up so long since 2009. Yeah.
I see. What is a game that's been hosted that you like the most besides Left 4 Dead 2?
Ooh.
That's your favorite.
I think I think Lethal Company has been my favorite game that's been
Really?
hosted times. Yeah, Lethal Company has just been really fun. I mean, the Halo's up there too, but I feel like I feel like Lethal Company has been the most fun game hosted besides Tank Run or Left 4 Dead 2.
Fair
I believe
enough.
it's like I have more out. Yeah, I mean, I think that's my second most played game, hour-wise.
So, what do you think about the fan base of the Left 4 Dead 2 community?
I think they're chill for the most part. Um, I mean, you have your bad apples, I guess, but for the most part, I'd say it's fairly chill. You know, it's not like the anime fan bases, which are absolutely toxic, terrible human beings that should be executed on the spot. You know, I'm being
Yeah.
honest. I hate anime fans. They suck. I literally have gotten into so many like petty arguments with them that I no longer consider myself a part of the fandom because it's like I don't want to be associated with these terrible people who push these agendas of shipping and like all this other stuff. Left 4 Dead's pretty safe from that for the most part.
I see. I can agree with that. So,
And you have to. Oh, sorry, but I
no,
was
no,
gonna say
no.
you have to agree that Versus is like a whole separate community of them. It's like its
Oh,
own
yeah.
subcategory. Yeah, yeah, they're a whole different breed of people. They're not even like we don't associate with Versus players. They're just different. They're really different. Like they feel like COD players to me. That's what they feel like.
Damn. That bad?
Yeah, I have to mute my my in-game voice activity or chat because it's like either they have like some anime music playing in their mic the entire time, or they're just like ranting slurs and stuff. So it's like, yeah, Versus is like a whole separate.
Yeah.
They're their own thing.
So, what's your opinion on Back for Blood?
Uh, a flop. That's my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
They try to, I guess, piggyback off of what Valve managed to do with it. Even though I think, was it Turtle Rock Studios? They made the game initially or were involved in its development. They tried to make something, but it just failed. I never even played it. I just know that it was terrible.
Damn.
Like
Yeah, I can agree with
that didn't
that.
they have like some point system or something or
Oh, yeah.
I don't
They
know.
did. They had like a
Yeah,
card
yeah.
system and whatnot.
That sounds so stupid that I don't. I only ever heard bad things about it. Not a single good thing about Back for Blood. Nothing. It's
Well,
not worth. It's not worth it.
to
Not
be
even for
fair,
a sale.
there was so many things wrong with it. It was laggy for one, for two. The characters are horribly written. Like with Left 4 Dead, at least they had a goal. They had character development. Like take Nick for example. Maybe take Rochelle. The like she's the one that supports everybody. Take Ellis. He's like the the cowboy or the southerner or whatever. Take Bill. He's the leader. Take Zoe, she's a teenager that cares about people but just doesn't show it or whatever. And what Back for Blood failed to do is they failed to bring that, good stuff into their game, which, made it flop. 3, AI, 4, the zombies, 5, the campaign. The campaigns are solid. I won't mind. I won't lie. 6, card system. 7, literally microtransactions. I'm pretty sure. Basically everything was a big flop about it. I don't know what went wrong, with the game and why they managed to make it so bad, but they weren't cooking. They weren't cooking with that game.
Yeah, the moment you say microtransaction, that's a moment. That's when I'm gonna immediately kind of dislike a game. Like, I don't know if Payday 2 counts, but like, there's like this whole like cosmetic stuff. And I'm like, I don't give two flying craps about drip or anything. It's like I just think microtransactions are stupid. I feel
Agreed.
like, especially when it's like, I don't know about how it is in Back for Blood, but like a lot of games I have, you can buy like in-game currency. I could just earn those playing normally. Like, why am I gonna waste my time spending $20, $10, $5, $2, whatnot on like something that's not even real? Like, it's serves no purpose whatsoever but to look cool or whatever. I literally don't know. Usually it's like cosmetic stuff. Like with Fortnite, it's like cosmetic stuff.
Yeah,
There's nothing really. You could literally be using a default skin and still be, good at it. You don't need that stuff to be good. I don't know. That's
agreed.
kind of how I am with. Yeah, this is microtransactions when it comes to games. Just it's like you're just greedy at that point. I don't know.
True. True.
Yeah,
Do you think that Valve or Turtle Rock Studios should make a Left 4 Dead 3?
I feel like they could, but I don't. I think they just it won't be Left 4 Dead 3. I mean Left 4 Dead 2 again. Yes.
Yeah,
Left 4 Dead 3 is unnecessary. It's not necessary, but it'd be welcomed, I guess. Like, I would welcome that title as long as it's just. I would just make Left 4 Dead 2 again. Maybe add new special infected. Maybe just add the scrapped ones, and I would be fine with that. But maybe not everyone here agrees with that, but like, you really don't need it. Left 4 Dead 2 is kind of perfect as it is.
I agree with that.
A new title we welcome. Maybe see the progression of the I forgot the name of the flu. Was it the green flu or something?
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see like maybe what's a later stage of what's happened. Maybe have the Left 4 Dead 2 characters be cameos. Something, like something like that. I could see them doing that game. I would welcome it, but it's not necessary. So that's my
Agreed.
opinion on that.
Is there a specific game that isn't Left 4 Dead 2 that you enjoy playing? And if so, what does that game have that makes you like it so much?
My most played game of all time is definitely Minecraft, so I have to bring that up. Just the creativeness of it. I like being able to build and do whatever I want that I can't actually do in the real world. Like, I got really into Legos when I was younger, but it's like you'd have to buy like tons of Legos to do all this intricate stuff. Like, I love building houses and structures and whatnot. Well, that's why I mainly play creative mode in Minecraft because as much as I like doing it in survival, it just takes way too much time and it gets old. And I just don't care about the survival stuff that much. I found myself just not enjoying it as much. I like being able to build a cute house or a big mansion, or I like building cities and stuff, which is why City Skylines is my second most played game with like I have over 10,000 hours on that, and I can verify that with my screen time on that. And once again, just being able to build cities and I just like being able to embrace like my creative side in terms of like designing things. Like I like houses, building houses. Like I honestly should get House Flipper. I really should get that game. I would get. I think I'd be good at that because I also do that stuff in Sims 4, which is my other reason. My third most played game. I just like. I'm a very creative person when it comes to certain stuff. So doing those things is what I like to do, like building houses and designing a kitchen and uh, a butler's pantry and all this other stuff. Like that's what I like to do.
Yeah. Um, so how did it feel first joining the Discord server?
Um, I could say it was a bit overwhelming because there was a lot more going on compared to the other one I was in, and I think I was just a bit more reserved about it. Like, I knew about you guys for like at least a year, and so it's like I don't want to say you guys were like a celebrity, but you're known to me and known to other people as a group. Like there's a few other groups that I used to know about. Um, but yeah, so I guess you could say I was a bit nervous. I wanted to like I didn't want to be like a nuisance. I remember I was like
Yeah.
I don't want to like bug people, especially being a new person. Because sometimes I feel like when new people just randomly start talking to you, it kind of seems I don't know, like someone's being over too friendly, you know? But
Yeah.
it's welcome. Like I think it's good to like talk to people, but sometimes not too much. Like that person who was like I don't remember. I was hardly speaking or seeing them, but I think they annoyed people and they ended up leaving because they were too much or something. I don't know. So I don't know. I think just nervous and making sure you uh fit in, I guess. Like I didn't want to stand out too much, but I didn't want to be no, I didn't want to be like too far off, like, like detached from everyone else. So like, I don't want people to not know me or not trust me or which is why I started being in VC more, so I didn't just be seen as like a stranger, you know?
Yeah. So we are getting this is gonna be the last question. Unfortunately, it's kind of like a late night. I'll be honest with you. Not a lot of people are gonna probably be online since it's gonna be a Sunday and whatnot. So unfortunately,
Yeah.
no. I mean, if anybody here is actually watching, because I'd be surprised since it is a Sunday, and a lot of people have to work tomorrow and whatnot. But if there is anyone watching after this question, you can feel free to ask a question, and if not, then we can wrap it up. Stupid ass. God, I hate flies. Anyways, but yeah, Connor, what the hell are you doing, man? Get the hell out of here. Anyways, so it's
He
gonna be
has no
the
power. At least he can watch the stream. He's using all the remaining power on his phone or whatnot to watch the stream. He
the
has the right to say here.
dedication,
The
Conrad.
dedication.
Okay, this is gonna be the last question. I think you know what's coming if you've seen the streams. Um, the question I ask everybody. So, if you were locked in a room with, if you were locked in a room, life or death, and you had to choose one, which one are you choosing? Are you gonna fight 10 100-year olds or 110-year olds?
Um, you said 10 100-year-olds and then 110-year-olds?
Yeah, which one would you fight? 10 100-year olds or 110-year olds?
So, when you say fight, does that mean like physically or does it mean like just incapacitating them?
Fight. Because you have to be.
Uh,
It's like life or death.
the I feel like I don't know what everyone else has answered. I don't remember, but I'm gonna say the 10 100-year-olds. I mean, all I gotta do is like depending on how physically capable they are, because most people at that point are bedridden. But assuming they aren't, all I gotta do is just push them over, and then they're done.
All I
Like
can think of is the
that's
skeleton noises.
all I gotta. Yeah, literally, they're literally going to break their hip. All I gotta do is push all of them over and say it was an accident, and that's all I gotta do. I don't even gotta like be that forceful. So that's not really fighting them, But yeah, that's what I would do. I would just fight the 10, 100-year-olds because you'd be surprised how strong 10-year-olds are. Like yesterday, I met my nephew, and he was something, all right, annoying, but still something. But if I fought 100 of him, I would lose for sure.
Oh yeah.
Uh, they literally could just all like smother me, like, and I'll die from suffocation. Like literally, they could just like jump all on top of me. I would I would burn up like those bees do.
Let me
Yeah, I,
see.
wa- I was gonna like ramble on, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I think only 3 or 2 people have said 110-year-olds. Almost everybody said uh 10 100-year-olds because again, it's 10 100-year-olds. All you gotta do is basically just knock them over and they turn into whoosh, they turn into fucking dust and they're gone because it's
Yeah.
just easy. I think from what I hold on. There's a video I have really quick. People are gonna be able to hear it, but would you rather
10 100-year-olds.
10 100-year-olds.
hold
The
on.
100-year-olds.
10-year-olds. The 100-year-olds.
So
That's
Jen
10 100-year-olds.
Honestly, I'd
Miggy.
fight 110-year-olds.
So I think it was Jen, Miggy, and Maybe who said the 10, not the 10 100-year-olds, the 110-year-olds. Why? I don't know, because I think they just said it'd be more funny to go around punting little kids and whatnot.
I mean, it's fun. Well, first of all, I'm genuinely a good person, and I wouldn't want to hurt a bunch of kids. And I feel like 100-year-olds, they're probably at one. They're probably wishing for death at that point. Honest, I'm doing themselves a favor by ending their lives. 'Cause I'm assuming they're gonna die. They're gonna die if they fall that. Depending on how forceful I am. If anything, I'm doing them a favor. I mean, of course, I'd have 10 charges against me, but like I just feel like it's less morally. I guess
Mundane.
it's not as bad as, yeah. I guess it's not as bad as hurting a bunch of kids, which would overpower me anyway.
Fair.
Yeah.
So those are all the questions. Also, I want to congratulate you. You have officially broken Honey's record of 1 hour and 47 minutes by reaching 2 hours and 1 minute. So you have officially beaten
Jesus Christ.
Honey's record, which I would say I would count that as an accomplishment. We need to get,
I guess so.
we just need a trophy
But
for whoever beats the record, because I swear to God, every time, like, the thing keeps going up, and I've noticed this, because before Asshat used to be, like, the long runner for a long time. Nobody could beat him. Also, this is a time. If you guys want to ask questions to Strawberries, feel free to do so. I'm just going to talk about this really quick. But yeah. So, basically, yeah, I'm just saying, there were, again, if you guys want to ask questions while I'm just talking about this, feel free to do so, and I'll give the questions to Strawberries. Unless she's watching, then she can answer them. But yeah, so basically, Asshat was the long runner, or was like the person who had the long streak of the long stream, because I think it was like an hour, if I believe. Let me look. It shouldn't take too long. Yeah, he had 1 hour and 10 It's 1 hour and 10 minutes. And then I think Miggy broke the record by 1 hour and no, not Miggy. Conrad broke the record by 1 minute and 43 minutes. And then Honey had the record for 1 minute and 48 not 1 minute, 1 hour and 48 minutes, and you have basically officially broken the record with 2 hours and 3 minutes. I think
Jesus Christ, it's so long.
that's something to be proud of, though, man. I mean, I would be proud
I
if
mean, I guess.
It's a good thing, cause
It is a good thing, I guess.
it's something to show off. I guess if you want to, I don't know. I don't know. You can or
And then
you can or you
the
can't.
the next person's gonna beat it.
We'll see. I want to see. I want to
Well-
say it might either be Kubel or Toast. Toast is iffy about it. I still need to ask him. Well, I think I think he already has his answer. Kubel, I want to see, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think strawberries. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to beat 2 hours. That's a long time. They would have to. They would have to really like talk a lot, which is not bad, but
Well-
you know what I mean.
I think we just got off topic. I think that's kind of what happened.
Oh
Getting
yeah,
off topic, or just explaining things a lot.
yeah.
Like I don't feel like I've been here for 2 hours, but I guess I have been.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy what talking for this long, because, again, I've done this so many times. It just feels like, what, like 48 minutes to me, an hour. And the fact that it's 2 hours, man, that's such a long time. And that blows my mind that that we can just sit here talking for this long, but that's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
Well, I mean, I'm sure some of the previous people probably could have gone longer, but who knows? I don't know. Guess it depends on how much time you have.
So yeah,
I have to watch
anybody
them again.
if anybody is in here wants to ask Strawberries a question, feel free to do so. We'll just wait a bit, and if nothing pops up, then we can just wrap it up and whatnot.
Yeah, they're just adding more time to it, basically.
I mean, might as well. Because again, I genuinely don't think anyone's gonna beat the 2 hours. Like, come on now. Who do you know? Jesus Christ. Who do you know that hasn't been on here? If they were to be on here, is gonna beat 2 hours. I mean, come on. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know, and I can't say. Don't know. I didn't think I was gonna be 2 hours. I really didn't, but here I am.
So, looks like it's gonna be an empty night for tonight, which is fine because
That's
I'm
fair.
sure a few people are probably gonna watch the stream maybe after it's done and whatnot, which a lot of people do.
Yeah, the VOD basically.
I do it myself, honestly. I watch the stream after if I'm just bored and whatnot. But yeah, so again, we're just gonna end it there. So I want to thank you, Strawberries, for coming onto the stream, or no, not for
Oh, yeah,
coming
no
onto the
problem.
stream, for coming onto the podcast, for being here and whatnot, answering every question and whatnot. And yeah, it was just really nice to have you on here.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you.
No problem. But yeah, it's an empty night tonight. If there's anything you want to add before we end it, you can say it.
I guess just a thank you for everyone else in the server. It's been a pleasure knowing everyone, and I'm deeply grateful to have such, I guess, good friends.
Yeah,
So I want to thank everyone for that. Feel like I found a home away from home.
yeah. But yeah, yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys are gonna watch this video later on, thank you also for watching it later on and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in the next podcast episode. And yeah, so have a good night, everybody. And yeah, laters.